lifeguarding today, a H2o swim event. It's actually a H2o charity event. Charity swims, 4 swims through the day, and I've been lifeguarding at all of them. Lifeguarding being on a paddleboard, and it's open water lifeguarding. Just into the last session of the day. Oh, trying to get the finish line in the spot there while we're floating along. And we'll see how this goes. Maybe try and take some video en route. Not sure if you can see the yellow float out in there, out in the distance there, but that's one corner of the route. And another corner over there. Pink flamingo start. And then another corner just down here. And then we shall follow the swimmers around as they go. 800 metres I think in total the course route. Then so 2 laps is a mile, obviously 4 laps, which I think is what's happening now, is 2 miles. I think the majority of swimmers now are going to be doing 4 laps at 2 miles. And swimmers just getting a briefing now on what they need to do. And then we have H2o Open Water Swimming Lifeguard team. Not entirely sure what the temperature's like today on the lake, but it's not too bad. 15 or 16 maybe.
Yes,
I count approximately 15 swimmers there.
Just keep your walkie-talkies quiet for a second, over.
People disturbing the peace with their walkie-talkies. And the swimmers coming into the water to acclimatise themselves. I have to turn this off for a bit because they put some music on in the background, and we don't want that playing. Completely wrong on my numbers. There's actually 27 there.
Still haven't checked in.
5.
Swimmers, are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. 2 miles I think. Just move over next to the float in case they're spotting off me, not the float. Somebody off in completely wrong direction already. Oh no, looks like we might have some 600 metre swimmers. No, they're carrying on. You have to just keep an eye on the swimmers in the first few 100 metres, because that's when the problems generally tend to happen, when they get acclimatised to the water and the swimsuits as well on occasion. It's a bit close. Got one swimmer staying down doing 600 metres, so I shall stay down here for the time being, and then I'll catch up with you a little bit later when we can get away from the music. We've got 2 routes for the 600. A triangle there for the people to do 6 loops of that, or a bigger square here, for which the swimmers do 2 loops, and then the long distance swimmers do the big out to the yellow buoy over there in the distance, which you probably can't quite make out on this. Right. Paddle into somewhere different, out into the wind. Well done guys. It was quite blowy out here earlier. Not sure if it's the same or not still. I might end up having to get down on my knees to paddle through. Well done. In there, yeah. You know, take your time and enjoy it. I actually feel as bad as it did earlier. Probably catch some of the wind on the mic though, which won't necessarily be great. So far today I've done 4 or 5 miles, 4 miles. And a bit tired. Certainly not as bad as it was earlier. Wind's changed direction again slightly. Down on my knees, and I need to concentrate. Never easy getting down on your knees. Just keeps us out of the wind a little bit so we don't float away. We're just scanning now. We've got one swimmer there, which is good. He's doing fine, or she. I can't remember which one it is. And then we've just got a few coming around the edge here, so I'll keep an eye on them because they're swimming into one of those other lifeguards. And more in a bit. Nah, sorted them out. Won't do the embarrassment of actually speaking to them on the camera because that would just be rude and unfair, especially when we don't have permission. Don't look at it, there is quite a crosswind here, which makes it awkward because the sock keeps twisting into the wind. Amazing how much your body catches the wind when you're on the sup as well. Hence I'm sitting down, or kneeling down rather than standing up. Should call it a kneeling down paddleboard, not a stand-up paddleboard, shouldn't they? So kneeling down isn't always the easiest of things. It starts to hurt your knees after a while. Head back down towards that buoy. I think we've got cover of that end, so we're not too bad. Hear the wind whistling across the microphone there. We usually have a medium, what's called a media mod, so it's got like a little muffler on it and double microphones, but obviously, well not obviously, but on the GoPro that doesn't actually work so much when you're on the water in terms of waterproof, so we're just on your standard GoPro without the case, without the media mod at the moment. It should be water. Feels like the wind's dropped quite a bit actually. Back standing up again. Just adjust you. Not too much of an angle. We're going to paddle down to these 3 swimmers. I'm certainly not getting blown off course as much as I was earlier. Well, mind you, it was just because in the shade of some trees. So they turn the music up. Excuse me, spoiling the tree's peace and tranquility. And we got to enjoy it for a bit, I guess, before they turn the music on. No idea what music it is. feel the wind that way. Back paddle in to keep still. Right, need to concentrate. More paddling. Paddle, 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 paddle. We see the swifts. They keep coming out of shot. They don't keep coming into shot. It's very disappointing. Basically, what you end up doing, lifeguarding, paddling up and down, up and down, up and down, keeping an eye on all the swimmers. Did an event a couple of weeks back. I actually had to rescue somebody, or sort of, struggling with their wetsuit. Bit of excitement. The swimmer seems to be coming for me. Nope, it's fine, it's gone off the other way now. Get past him and done. Back into the wind. Follow him down. Still going wide over there. She's corrected herself now, everything's fine. Shouting then, just making sure that was all okay. And it was. Lots of swifts over there. Can't really see them in this light though. Not on the camera anyway.
Is that the first?
A bit of photography going on here with the
Rob,
rib.
can you pick the swimmer up that's coming towards you, please? Over.
I have a job to do. I semi-successfully picked up, but it took me a while to turn back round to get behind him now. Just 5 minutes. I keep saying I've got a bit of a crosswind here. There's quite a bit of paddling to keep myself in a straight line. There, probably hear the crosswind now. Swimmer at the buoy and then head back for another swimmer. I did manage 1 mile in 36 minutes earlier. Of course we were paddling around the other end. 9 minutes, so there we go. Quite as quick this time. Like I said, crosswind. Leaving the camera rolling, hoping we can see that swift. Hopefully he'll turn back and come back so we can see him. Or her. Who knows if it's a him or a her. Trying to paddle today. Deposited safely at a buoy, more or less. That's what I mean about the wind. I can like the other swimmers behind me. swimmers behind me.
Just got cramp from letting it go.
No worries. Cramp? Oh. It's quite shallow in a bit in case you do struggle. It's quite shallow in a bit in case you are struggling. About halfway along you'll be able to stand up.
The leg.
Yeah.
Back in a bit.
Take care. And have you heard that? Swimmer's got a bit of cramp. And off she goes. As I just said, we'll actually follow along now, I think. Just because it's a little bit deep until you get about halfway across. Then you can stand up. There goes a swallow. Swift. Swifty swallow. Should we position you? No. We're going to crash. We're going to crash into the buoy. No, we're fine. I think that was a signal for me to come and help. Toe float situation. It is difficult to keep in the right direction. Okay, I think we're safe now. I think I'm going to call it there for this video. It's a bit cream. Let me, hold on. What's happened now? Let's just go around this way. No, let's take you off completely. Then we can get you a bit further away. There we go. I'm going to call it for the video there. Yeah, a little bit of a glimpse into lifeguarding. Open water lifeguarding. Just make sure we're not going to go across the path of any swimmers. There's only a couple more swimmers left in, and then I think that's me done for the day. So, hope you enjoyed that little glimpse, and the usual, like, subscribe, and click the bell button. And thank you, as always, for watching. It's always very much appreciated.